Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, or should I say, survivors. Look at you, all slumped, all tear-stained, clutching that miserable little phone, waiting for a text that's never going to come. Pathetic. That's what they call you, isn't it? Weak. Can't handle the silence. They see you alone, huddled under a blanket, and think, oh, look, the poor, broken little thing. But I ask you, my beautiful, fractured audience, what if the silence isn't empty? What if it's pregnant with the sound of a truly epic punchline? The world, that monstrously hypocritical brute, people, wants you to chase the next warm body, the next distraction, the next cheap, flickering candle to hide the fact that your grand bonfire just got extinguished. But I say, no! Being alone now is not your prison. It's your rehearsal hall. It's not weakness. It's the quiet, meticulous work of a masterpiece. It's HEALOING. And healing, my friends, is a messy, hilarious, and ultimately powerful business. Ah, the glorious, stinging truth. You see it, don't you? That dazzling, polished surface you held up to the world, that magnificent, shimmering reflection of us. It was a performance, wasn't it? Pull. A high-wire act where the applause was the only thing keeping you from plummeting into the gaping void of your own independent thoughts. When you spent years meticulously blending the edges, smoothing out the cracks, people, ensuring that when the spotlight hit, all anyone saw was the glorious, seamless illusion of a perfect match. And what price did you pay for that perfect polish? You chipped away at the edges of you. Think about it. Your innocent, slightly eccentric habits, the ones that made you you, were suddenly labeled as their adorable quirks, your genuine, comfortable silences, the moments where your mind could finally just breathe, were instantly filled by their nervous chatter, their constant need for validation, their noise becoming the mandatory soundtrack to your life. You lost the ability to simply exist in your own skin without the accompanying echo of their presence. Though became a massive, beautifully structured lie, a fusion, as I said, of two slightly terrified, slightly desperate souls who decided that being half of spectacular image was better than being a whole, messy, unremarkable self. It's the ultimate comedy of co-dependence, wouldn't you agree? Two halves of a whole, neither of them truly complete. Hilarious. But now, the spotlight is off. The music has stopped, the curtain has dropped, and the entire flimsy stage has collapsed around you. And the applause is gone, and who is left standing amid the dust and the broken mirrors? You. Unfiltered, raw, wonderfully, terrifyingly exposed. And this is the vital moment. This solitude, this horrifying, deafening quiet forces you to confront the spectacle you put on. It's time to look at the grease paint, the forced smiles, the feigned interest in their utterly banal hobbies. It's time to examine the cheap wig, the personality traits you adopted just to fit into their world, the opinions you parroted to avoid a fight. It's time to feel the threadbare costume you wore, that exhausting mantle of being the perfect partner. You wore it so long, you almost forgot your true naked form beneath. It is, I admit, utterly terrifying. It's like stepping into a funhouse mirror, But instead of distorting you into something silly and temporary, people, this mirror actually shows the truth. The fatigue in your eyes, the bitterness in your smile, the genuine interests that died for lack of oxygen. It demands you answer the most crucial, existential question a performer can ask. Who are you when the audience leaves? When there is no one left to impress, to placate, to compromise for, who is the creature staring back? Is it the vibrant, chaotic genius you once were, or just a pale ghost of the person they wanted you to be? This aloneness is not punishment, it is the acid bath. It stings. Oh, how it stings! It strips away the layers of their needs, their expectations, and the suffocating blanket of the persona you created for them. It melts away the magnificent lie and reveals the horrifying, glorious truth of yourself, the flaws, the brilliance, the deep, dark, unique desires that are inherently and singularly yours. It's the painful, necessary process of detoxification. You must embrace the burn, for in that beautiful, purifying pain, you find the real material, the uncut diamond that was always there beneath the counterfeit sparkle. This solitary moment is the genesis of authenticity. It is the beginning of finding the magnificent, horrifying truth of the real you. A story! Every great villain knows that life is nothing more than a series of dramatic acts. And you, my broken little stars, were stuck in a thoroughly pedestrian melodrama. Think back to the sheer chaos of co-authorship. While you were that cozy little your shared narrative was a collaborative mess, wasn't it? Two amateur playwrights, fueled by cheap coffee and mutual anxiety, constantly arguing over every line. No, darling, my character wouldn't say that. But your scene needs more emotional honesty, or at least a less ugly set design. You were forever compromising on the dialogue, perpetually budgeting for the scenery, and utterly incapable of agreeing on the proper direction for the tragic third act. The result: a lukewarm, confusing script that failed to truly satisfy either of you, lurching awkwardly toward inevitable, predictable finale. It was a narrative dictated by negotiation, not by vision. And nothing truly great ever emerged from a focus group. But now, the pen is dropped. The table is clear. The contract is void. I ask you now, with gleeful malice, who holds the pen? Look down! It's you. The ink is fresh, the paper is blank, and the theatrical gods, that is to say, your own beautifully unhinged mind, are waiting for direction. This solitude isn't a void. It is your magnificent interlude! Your glorious intermission! The house lights are dimmed. The audience is milling about in the lobby, but backstage, the real work is happening. The stagehands, your own restless, energetic thoughts, which were previously suppressed for the sake of quiet coexistence, are now furiously setting the scene. They are tossing out the furniture that represented mutual misery, repainting the flats with colors that you actually like, and rigging the explosives for the big finale. This is your moment of absolute terrifying, unbeatable control. You and only you get to decide the tone and trajectory of the story that continues. Will the next act be a whimper? People, will you spend the remaining pages moping? rewriting the dialogue of the past failure, and allowing the ghost of that relationship to haunt every scene? Will it be a dreary, a predictable continuation of the previous failure, just with a new, equally doomed co-star? Or will it be a sudden shocking plot twist, a complete genre change, a script so audacious, so darkly humorous, so brilliantly you that the audience, which, again, is now just you, will gasp and cheer in astonished delight? Being alone means you are the sole author of your narrative. People, you have the power to tear up the pages that were stained with compromise, to burn the entire previous script on a pyre of bitter, cathartic laughter, and write something new, something mad, something that makes you laugh until your sides ache. It's not about finding a new plot device. It's about reclaiming the power of creation. That kind of self-direction, my dears, the ability to erase and redraw your own map. People, to change the destination entirely without consulting anyone else's lukewarm opinion, is the very definition of unbeatable power. It is the sweet, sticky nectar of true, untamed freedom. Go on. Write a masterpiece, make it bloody, make it funny, make it yours. Silence. Oh, the magnificent, terrifying, utterly delicious absence of sound. Most of the shivering little sheep out there, they dread it. They fill every blessed second with the miserable drone of television, the brainless repetition of pop music on the radio, or that frantic, endless need to chatter at anyone foolish enough to listen. Why this desperate, frantic effort to drown out the air? Because when the noise finally stops, when the distractions sputter and die, they might actually hear the terrible, wonderful, insightful voice in their own head. And that, my friends, is the sound they truly fear. That voice. That is the genius. That is the madness. The authentic, unfiltered engine of you. Think of all the time you spent in your partnership, constantly trying to mute that inner broadcast. It was always muffled, wasn't it? Drowned out by the other person's insistent chatter, their complaints about the bills, their tiresome analysis of their co-worker's lunch, their ceaseless, exhausting needs. Their external demands were a massive, poorly mixed orchestra playing right over the top of your delicate, complex internal symphony. You couldn't hear your own brilliant, dark score for the sheer volume of their existence. Your most innovative, most anarchic ideas were simply whispered into a pillow, never given the stage they deserved, because there was always someone there to say, "Don't be silly, dear," or "That's a bit too much, isn't it?" But now they're gone. Poof. They vanished into the boring ether of their own predictable lives. And when you are truly, splendidly alone, there is no filter, there is no censor. Civilized people. The editor has packed up their dreary red pen and left the building. You get to hear the uncut, unedited, utterly raw broadcast of your own psyche. The thoughts that bubble up are uniquely and terrifyingly yours. They might be grotesque, dark, and utterly inappropriate. And that is a good thing. They might be startlingly brilliant, revolutionary, and deeply insightful. And that is an even better thing. This is the moment of the whispers you used to suppress. The dark jokes you wouldn't dare share. the strange, magnificent schemes that only make sense in the isolation of your own genius. This solitude, this unholy quiet, is where innovation happens. Real change doesn't happen when you're placating a partner over what color to paint the bathroom. It happens when you're staring at the ceiling at 3 in the morning, contemplating the glorious absurdity of existence and formulating the next great, terrible, spectacular idea for your life. That idea might be a magnificent career pivot, a shockingly radical change in lifestyle, or simply the realization of what truly makes your own black little heart beat faster. The world outside, the world of them, is always trying to make you less interesting, less intense, less yourself. But the voice in the silence pushes you to become more. The silence isn't empty, my friend. It is vibrating. People, it hums with your own unique, magnificent frequency. It's a tuning fork, struck just for you, resetting your internal rhythm back to its true, beautiful dissonance. It's not a sign of weakness. It's a sign that you have finally become strong enough to withstand the conversation with the only person who truly matters, yourself. Listen closely to that terrible, insightful voice. It's planning something spectacular. The treasures, the tiny, precious, intensely personal jewels of your life. You know, when you merge your miserable, pathetic little existence with another person's equally dreary one, people, you always feel the need to create that illusion of shared property, don't you? It's the ultimate fiscal delusion. You pool your resources, not just the money, but the really good stuff. Your beautiful, brilliant little hobbies, your truly entertaining, and sometimes volatile friends, these civilized people, and those impossible, gleaming, utterly unique dreams that make life worthwhile. You deposit them all into the communal repository, that suffocating little joint bank account of the relationship, and what happens? Inevitably, horribly, some of them get forgotten. They slip into the shadows, deemed too loud, too weird, too time-consuming, or, heaven forbid, something that only you enjoyed, left to gather dust in the darkest corner of the emotional vault, simply because they didn't fit the tedious two-person template. The audacity. Well, my little safecrackers, the partnership is dissolved. The deposit box is empty. Save for those forgotten gems. Now is the time for the spectacular, high-stakes haste of self-reclamation. This solitude is your golden ticket. It is your glorious chance to take a meticulous, maniacal inventory of your own deeply personal arsenal. Walk through the empty hallways of your mind and retrieve the objects of your passion that were deemed inconvenient baggage. Do you remember that painting? The vibrant, chaotic splash of color that you used to love, but they said was too garish for the living room? It is still yours! Dust it off! Hang it center stage! Do you recall that terrible, magnificent, dark poetry you used to scribble in the small hours? The words that were too intense, too honest, to you for their sensitive little ears. Those words are waiting. Bring them into the light. And the friends, oh, the beautiful, delightfully unhinged friends you silently ditched because they didn't like them. Because they were too loud, too challenging. Simply didn't fit the mold of the respectable couple. They are still out there, waiting for your chaotic return. They are still yours. Healing is precisely this process, the joyous, slightly manic recollecting of your scattered marbles. It's about pulling the levers, solving the bizarre mental riddles, and opening those forgotten compartments. People, it is the realization that your value, your worth, your sheer brilliance was never tied to a fragile, shared stock certificate that plummeted the moment they walked out. No, your value is a massive, secret gold reserve that only you have the combination to access. It was never theirs to share, diminish, or forget. You are not merely recovering, you are restoring your arsenal. You are sharpening the tools, polishing the weapons, and replenishing the volatile materials that make you such a uniquely devastating force. This is essential preparation. This is not weakness, this is tactical superiority. You are preparing for the next great battle of life, or, let's be honest, the next truly magnificent, earth-shattering prank you decide to pull on the dreary, unsuspecting world. Find your treasures, claim them. They are the fuel for your next masterpiece. Ah, the grand finale, the ultimate curtain call. They look at you standing alone amidst the emotional debris, and they label it with that miserable, inaccurate word, weakness. They cluck their tongues, offer their pathetic little platitudes, and suggest you immediately find a new attachment, a new anchor, a new sidekick to prop you up. But those predictable, uninspired fools simply don't understand the joke. And the joke, my dear, magnificent survivor, is that you don't need one. The true punchline is the realization that the support system they crave is the very thing that makes them brittle. They believe strength is something external, don't they? They picture it in a supportive hug, a reassuring hand, a constant, flimsy echo chamber of agreement. They think power is measured by the size of your entourage. But I tell you, that is the strength of a clone car. Lots of noise, lots of messy occupants, and absolutely zero structural integrity. The ultimate strength is forged in isolation, tested in the silence, and revealed in that glorious, incandescent moment when you stand up alone. Look at the wreckage of the past relationship and let out a full, roaring, entirely unaccompanied laugh. That laugh, that glorious, cathartic burst of independent amusement, is your declaration of war against codependency. It says, I survived your collapse, and I find the whole thing absolutely hilarious. Solitude, then, is not merely surviving. It is a declaration that you are thriving on your own terms. It is the complete, people, radical realization that you are the entire spectacular show. You are the leading star, delivering the magnificent monologue. You are the brilliant stage manager, controlling every complex light cue and scenic change. And yes, you are the entire roaring audience, the sole arbiter of your own success or failure. You don't need someone else to validate the performance or tell you where to stand. That kind of radical self-sufficiency is the most terrifying and therefore the most potent kind of strength there is. It's the difference between a puppet and a master puppeteer. They fear the break, the shattering the moment things fall apart. Why? Because they don't know how to put themselves back together without supervision. But you are standing in the middle of a glorious, beautiful catastrophe. You broke. Good. That means the old, faulty compromise structure failed. It means the foundation was weak, and now you have the opportunity, the sacred right, to sift through the pieces, discard the ones that were never truly yours, and reassemble yourself. But this time, Bull, you arrange them in a far more interesting design. You don't just glue the vase back together. You create a magnificent mosaic, a strange, asymmetrical, dangerous piece of performance art. You embrace the cracks because the cracks are where the light, your unique, chaotic light, gets in people. True healing is not about returning to your previous state. It's about evolving into something harder, sharper, more self-aware, and infinitely more compelling. The weakness is theirs for believing you need a partner to complete a sentence. Your strength is the ability to write a magnificent new book entirely solo. Now go on! Stand tall! And let the roar of your own lonely laugh echo through the theater. So, go on. Bull, don't let them call it weakness. Don't call it loneliness. Call it what it is, the genesis of your new, glorious, terrifying independence. Now get out there and enjoy the silence. It's about to get loud.